Toss, how's it feel to have your contract signed?
Feels great. It was a long 2 months. Obviously, a lot of anxiety, but this is the nature of the game. There comes points where you have to prove yourself and show your worth, and I was prepared to step up. Humble myself and show the team that I can still add value.
Talk about what you add to this team.
Experience. I know the group very well. I feel like everyone on this pitch is my brother. We've gone through a lot over the last couple of years, and just that experienced voice in the locker room.
Can you tell us a little bit about the work behind the scenes you're doing working with the club?
Yeah, that was like a year or so in the making. Started my internship last year, and then now it's turned into a full-fledged role. Manager of community impact. So my role is basically impacting the community in a simple way of putting it, but connecting with the fans, pushing the brand of Whitecaps, and just creating that bond and that connection, a deeper bond, deeper connection between the club, the players, and the fans.
You guys obviously want to bounce back from what happened last week. What's the most important thing for you guys to do so that you do have a positive result?
Last week was last week. This week is this week. You know how MLS seasons go. You can't really focus on the past. You just got to look forward, and we're home. We finished last year in a very good way, and we're just going to build off that, and season starts for us now.
I know you guys are working new systems in, but as far as just energy and enthusiasm, how far does that go for your success as a team playing with that energy?
It's huge. Like I referenced before, we've gone through a lot, and that has brought us closer together. And we're prepared to fight for each other on that field. The morale is great around the group. Energy's great. Vibes are great. We're happy to be here at BC Place and be playing a home game, and that's the attitude we'll take to the pitch tomorrow.
Just one about the turf. It's new. How much of an adjustment is this going from what you've been practicing on to a new, very fluffy surface that you're playing?
Yeah, it's new. Obviously, we're not fully used to it yet, but that being said, New York City FC is not used to it at all. So, some teams may see it as a disadvantage, but their disadvantage is our advantage. So we'll get used to it. We'll learn the pitch, and we'll use it as our advantage going forward.
Is it really slow? What are the nuances that you've noticed right away?
It's new, kind of soft, a little slippery here and there, but we're no strangers to adversity. So we'll get used to the pitch and make it our advantage.
This is what, year 14 for you as a professional?
Yeah.
Did you imagine you'd be here 14 years later after signing your first professional contract, still playing soccer, still being here?
It's hard to say. When you start, you just take it 1 year at a time. When you're young, you feel like it will never end. When you start to get older, you feel like the end is coming. But I look around and I see, a lot of the players that I started with are no longer playing. So, I got to take a little credit for myself, the way I've kept my body, the way my mentality, work ethic has been. And, I'm just happy to have another year.
Right. And now that you're you see the end coming, you're obviously making your plans for your post-playing career. What do you have to do as a player to stay in shape, to keep yourself in the peak fitness that you do with this team?
Just being more responsible, worrying about your diet more, taking that extra time during the night, less video games, more recovery, better meals, better rest, just more conscious about your body and what you put in it. So that comes with being a professional, and a lesson for young guys, it's best to start that early because then you can have more longevity.
Wine instead of tequila?
No alcohol.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome.